Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing some films that were released in February. These will be short, spoiler-free reviews, so let's get started.
Drilled to the bottom of the ocean, and we don't know what came out.
Gotta get to the station.
How would we even get there?
We walk.
We're just gonna walk with insufficient oxygen across the bottom of the ocean.
You don't know what's out there.
Worst idea ever!
What was that?
Turn your lights off.
First up, I saw Underwater. This is a disaster film set, you guessed it, underwater. It follows the story of Nora, who is an engineer working on a deep-sea drilling station in the Marianas Trench, when suddenly the station is breached. Nora manages to escape with a colleague, but has to try to make it to safety by walking along the bottom of the pitch-black ocean, not knowing what could be surrounding them. The film stars Kristen Stewart as Nora, Vincent Cassel as Captain Lucian, TJ Miller as Paul, as well as John Gallagher Jr., Jessica Henwick and Mamadou Ati. This is the first film that I've seen with Kristen Stewart since she did the last Twilight film. I haven't actually seen Charlie's Angels yet. I know a lot of people don't like her because she doesn't have the greatest range of emotions, but I think in this film she did that really well. There's a lot of non-verbal acting. You could see her character through that non-verbal acting, and I thought she did a good job of it. TJ Miller brings much needed comedy to this film. I originally thought that he was Matthew Lillard, who plays Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, because they look very similar and they have a very similar sense of humour. I thought this film was very predictable and some parts of it didn't really make sense, but it was still good. So I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10 jacks.
The Yukon is a dangerous place. You never know what's coming. I came up here because I didn't want to be around anyone. And then I met Buck. He was a dog like no other. He'd been spoiled.
Out! Come on, Buck!
And he'd suffered.
Come on!
But he could not be broken. I should let him have a minute. Doesn't look like he's ever seen snow before. How do you feel about an adventure beyond all maps? We could go, you and I, where no one's ever been before. You've been sleeping for 2 days in my bed.
Next up, I saw The Call of the Wild. This is based on a book by Jack London about a big dog called Buck from California who gets kidnapped, or should I say dog-napped, and ends up in Alaska, where he becomes a sled dog for a postal team and eventually meets John Thornton, who adopts him and takes him on a treasure hunt. However, Buck always hears the call of the wild and knows he doesn't fit into civilization. Harrison Ford plays John Thornton, with Omar Sy as Postman Perrault and Cara G as his partner Francois. The film also features Dan Stevens and Karen Gillan. A lot of people have complained that Buck was CGI rather than having a real dog, but this didn't really affect the movie at all, and after like the first scene, you don't even notice it anyway. I really love this film and think that if you own a dog, you should definitely see it, because you'll like it. I would probably give this film 6 out of 10 jacks.
This all started when the Joker and I broke up. It was completely mutual. And soon enough, I was back on my feet, ready to embrace the fierce goddess within. And so peaceful. But it turns out, I wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation. You fall in love. He's after all of us. The kid just robbed him. You betrayed him. You killed his BFF. You never. And you're dumb enough to be building a case against him. So, unless we all want to die very unpleasant deaths, we're gonna have to work together.
Sure.
Psychologically speaking, vengeance rarely brings the catharsis we hope for.
Yeah.
Are we ready? When you fall in love.
Then I saw Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. This film is set after the events of Suicide Squad, when Harley Quinn and the Joker have split up. No longer under the Joker's protection, people that Harley Quinn has wronged in the past start to come after her, including Roman Sionis. This leads to her being in possession of a one-of-a-kind diamond that Roman is after, and teaming up with a group of women that Roman also has vendettas against. Margot Robbie reprises her role as Harley Quinn, as well as being a producer. Journey Smollett-Bell is Dinah Lance, aka Black Canary. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I didn't realise was Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim, plays Helena Bartonelli, aka The Huntress. Rosie Perez is Renee Montoya. Newcomer Ella J. Basco plays Cassandra Cain. Ewan McGregor stars as Roman Sionis, aka Black Mask. And Chris Messina is Victor Saz. I love this film. Margot Robbie is a great Harley Quinn. And I really think this film allowed her to bring out different sides of Harley. It has a great female cast and has a female director at the helm. It also has a great soundtrack, which really went well with the flow of the film. I'd give this film 9 out of 10 jacks.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers, so I came to yours. It gets a little lonely, but that's okay. I am living my best life on Earth. At the place Sonic! At the Bitches Mount, also Sonic! Uh-oh.
Why are you hiding out in my garage?
They're coming for me! If they steal my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me.
No, I don't.
Supersonic!
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik. Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power.
Yeah, hey! Hey! Uh-oh. Let's go! Here comes the boom!
How are you not dead?
I have no idea!
Oh, give me a big fat break!
Let's go!
Next up, I saw Sonic. This film is based on the video game and centres around the title character ending up on Earth and causing a blackout. He's then hunted by Dr. Robotnik and seeks help from a small town sheriff. Sonic is played by Ben Schwartz of Parks and Rec. The film also features James Marsden, who I always get confused with James Masters, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and Tika Sumpter. Now, when the teaser came out for this film, a lot of people were pissed off at the way that Sonic looked and even started a petition to get the studio to remake the whole thing, which they ended up doing. However, I think that the studios never planned to release a film with Sonic looking like that, and it was all just a big marketing ploy, which I think definitely worked because the film was well received. However, I felt it was a bit too childish, which I can understand why they did that. They want to attract that audience, but they could have just got rid of some of the slapstick jokes and made it slightly bit darker, and it would have made it a lot better. Anyway, if you're a fan of the video games, then you'll definitely like it because there's a lot of video game references in there. However, I would only give this film 2 jacks out of 10.
Now time for the man you've all been waiting for. The king of the high street.
You've been described as the unacceptable face of capitalism.
I've done nothing wrong.
He didn't do it for the man, didn't do it for the world, didn't do it for the...
This is Nick. He's chronicling my life.
He just loves money.
He paid himself and his wife £1.2 billion.
This is for all of you. No, not literally, but I mean, thank you. I did it for the money.
Hi, you're the fashion editor.
Yes. Did you expect me to look a bit more like a model?
Of course not. Not that you look great.
He was his own man from the start.
What is the average wage in Sri Lanka? 50p a day. Imagine how many dresses I can get made.
He was a bully.
Nod your head and shake my hand.
He was a parasite.
It's classic tax avoidance.
Go away! Look at that. You can't buy a view like that. Oh, wait, no, I have.
Why have you got the lion?
We're recreating Gladiator.
Final film I saw was Greed. This is the story of a billionaire fashion mogul, Sir Richard Macready, celebrating his 60th birthday and trying to rebuild his image. It's told through the eyes of an author Macready has employed to write his biography. The film stars Steve Coogan as Sir Richard Macready, David Mitchell, Asa Butterfield, Isla Fisher, Anita Gohill, Shirley Henderson, who was Moaning Myrtle, and Sarah Soleimani from Him and Her and Bad Education. There's also a few cameos such as Charlie Cooper from This Country, Asim Chowdhury, who we saw in Black Mirror Bandersnatch, and Stephen Fry. This is a great satirical look at the rich and the way that they treat other people, whilst also drawing attention to the migrant crisis, sweatshops, tax avoidance and reality TV. I'd give this film 4 out of 10 jacks. So I saw all these films in one day using my Cineworld Unlimited card. This is just £18.40 a month, and you can see as many films as you want and get discounts on food and drink, not only at Cineworld but also at selected restaurants as well. If you'd like a month of films free, then use the referral code down below when you sign up for your Cineworld Unlimited card. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, then please leave me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below what you thought of these films, or if you saw any other films this month. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so that you never miss a video. Talk to you later.